your Instagram account is very full of beer, and I mean, you must love beer. Tell us about your passion.
My passion. Well, I think it helps when you're on tour, and especially in Germany, because you get in the UK you get really boring like beers, like your standard, like you get like a Stella or a Carlin or a Carlsberg.
IPA.
Yeah, and I'm just like, it's really well. But then if you go to Europe, anywhere in Europe, you get like some beers which you'll never have a chance to. You can't even get access to in the UK. So I think that's how I started the hashtag beer of the day. So so I know a lot of the towns we play, they have specific breweries, which they're only available in our town, which I think is, and they're always on the rider, which is really cool. So yeah, I think when I was younger, so when I was like 14 or 15, I was more into cider because I think my dad was a big strongbow drinker, and that's how I started. But then didn't get into cider, and then I think probably the last 10 years or so, I just love beer. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard of it, but in the UK, there's a website called Beer 52.
Hmm.
So that's like a subscription service where they like send you like a case of beer, and every beer would be from a different independent brewery, and you get like a a brewery magazine, which is quite cool. So last month, it was about New York. So it's all York craft beers, and I was just reading it, thinking I just want to go to New York and try all these beers now.
And try
And then this
everything.
month is Oktoberfest,
Yeah,
so
of
it's all
course.
German beers. I love a Dunkel, which you can't really get Dunkels over in the UK. It's very hard to find them. But yeah, I just like beer. Yeah.
Yeah, but
What about you?
that's great.
What is there any Italian beers I need to note down for besides the obvious ones?
Well, beside the obvious ones, I would recommend you Baladin called it's like spelled Baladin. It's
Right,
in the yeah, write it down.
I'm
It's
writing it down. I don't think I've got a pen. So modern technology notes. So what was that? Sorry, BAL.
Baladin.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool.
I love it because there's different types,
Mm,
and from the more light to the strongest one. I love
yeah,
them, but you know
yeah,
I don't know about your taste, but I love them because it's a little bit different from the big brands. So
yeah.
that's the first name that comes to mind. But actually, in Italy, if you just if you're a tourist and you I don't know, you just pass through the little cities, you'll find a lot of independent breweries, and
Yeah.
that's great. That's great. But
That's cool. I gotta check
that's
more out.
Baladin that I told you. It
Yeah.
grew a lot in the last 5, 6, maybe 7 years. So
Okay.
but it grew a little bit, and that's pretty not big, but that's great. And
Mm,
but I love it. I sometimes buy one, so that's great.
yeah. That's cool. I tell you one, I can give or take blonde or wheat beer. So I'll drink it, but I'm not a massive fan. But there's one drink I can't get into sour beers. I
Uh,
don't understand them.
yeah.
I just years ago, well, I say 5 or 6 years ago, we were in Gothenburg, and our tour manager, who was Phil's assistant in Motorhead for years, he was like, "Oh, try this," and I was drinking it, and me and my brothers was like, "What is that?" And he's like, "Trust me, this is going to be big in a few years." And sour beers everywhere popping up now, and again, I can if I have to drink it, like in my box, if I have one sour beer, like I'll drink it, but I would never specifically go out and order one just because it's not particularly
Yeah.
my taste.
I think the point
But
is that sour beers are just different. So maybe people were getting like bored with the same taste, so they
yeah,
went for something that's different. I don't like it either, but
no.
I don't know.
But, okay, I'll tell you what. Have you got? Do you want to write down a brewery, a Welsh brewery, which is my favorite?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Take
it's
it.
called Tiny Rebel.
Yeah.
and they're quite accessible. You can get them in supermarkets and stuff in the UK now. And they did a thing maybe Christmas time where they like had two different types of beer, and you actually match them up and put them in together. And it was the strangest tasting sensation I've ever had. So you'd have like
but in a good
one
way.
was like a chocolate marshmallow in a good way sometimes, yes.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was a limited thing. So like I think one was like a chocolate marshmallow stout, and then the other one was like a raspberry sour, and then you just put them all both in a glass. Obviously, you can drink them on their own as well.
Yeah,
They've got a lot of. They're very popular in Wales and starting to get through England now as well. I don't know about Europe. Other thing, so I said there's like a Beer 52 subscription. Is there anything in Italy similar like that, where you have beer delivered to your door?
Yeah, I don't know. Certainly, I don't know anything about a delivery of different types of beer, but I think that there will be some companies that delivers it to your home. But that Beer 52, that's great. I mean, I think that's a great idea.
It is great. Yeah, there's a few various. There's one called Beer Hawk, and then there's one called Flavorly. But it is a great idea, and I like the book that comes with it because it tells you a little. It's got like 2 pages on each individual brewery, and you can find out about them and stuff. So yeah, I'm surprised that idea hasn't been. Well, it's not in Europe yet. Yeah, or someone. Maybe you should start it.
Yeah, I should. I'm gonna tell it to some people that I know that love beer just like me. So we're gonna do it together.
Yeah, definitely. I don't. They might do deliver to Europe, but it's a UK company, so I'm not sure. But it's worth you Googling. They might be able to deliver to you. I'm not sure. You might have to pay
I'm
an
gonna check
excess
it.
amount of delivery.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check it.